We actually sealed the deal on a machine at the last IMTS.
They had the program ready, and when we got there, we gave them the tools. It took them 20 minutes to set it up and get it ready, and then we got to see it actually work.
Well, if that's not proof of the show, I don't know what is. But the excitement of it, though, that's, by the end of the time, you're running on fumes. There's no question about it. But the energy of the show, and the technology that you mentioned, and, you're walking down a hall and you see a car being turned around, and there's not many other industries that can see and do stuff like that. I mean, it's just a really cool experience to be part of. And, I've brought family members up that have nothing to do with manufacturing, and they've seen it and they're like, wow, this is really cool. This is what you do. I'm like, yeah, this is what I get to play with. It's really fascinating. So it's really an opportunity.
And it's so fun to watch it all come together during setup week, thanks to incredible building managers like Chrissy Hahn and Jordan Marks and our exhibitions team at AMT. You've seen it now. Sunday night at like 10 p.m., you're looking around the show floor, and it doesn't matter which hall you're in. You're just looking around. You're like, there's a lot of crates and boxes and like trash and wrappings. Like, there's no way. And then you come back the next morning, and it's like the IMTS fairies came through, waved their wands. You've got the color-coded carpeting telling you where to go. Signage is hung. Like, everything's pristine. It's like Dorothy walking out of the house into Munchkin Land. It's incredible. So Technicolor.
I'll share a personal story with that. 1998 was the last time I was on selling machine tools, and I was just finishing my apprenticeship, so I was helping out marketing. And that Sunday night, I called home, and I called my dad. I said, Dad, I think I'm going to get fired. He says, why is that? I'm like, there's boxes all over the place. The carpet's not down. This place is a mess. And he said, don't worry about it. You'll come in tomorrow and everything will be fine. And I got to the hall as early as you possibly could. And sure enough, everything was done. And to your point, it was like Geppetto, his workshop where the shoes were just made. I mean, it was incredible. So It all comes together somehow. But it's very interesting.
It's amazing. And you guys there's heavy machinery that people have at their booths. Like, I imagine that's a lot of work just to get all those big machines shipped in and placed and
riggers.
And putting the electricity and the air power to them. Like, that's a lot of work.
The harmonization is incredible to watch. I wish I could zoom out, to like a drone level and just see it all come together, because we do have the stat for exactly how heavy IMTS is, literally how many tons we bring into McCormick Place. I don't know that number off the top of my head, but I know that McCormick Place is one of the only convention centers that can take our capacity just in terms of tonnage.
Wow.
We do like that it's all on one campus, as opposed to, say, Vegas, where you're spread out and you're losing people left and right. But when it comes to the physical logistics of our show, McCormick is kind of it. And we love Chicago, so we're not complaining.
Yeah. And you guys make it easy, too, to get there. I mean, we went to the bus stop. Mm-hmm. It's all IMTS people who get on the bus, and you take us to the drop-off, and then we're there. And we take the bus back to our hotel at night, and it was easy. You don't have to think a whole lot. You follow the lines in the carpet, and you get to your booth.
Yep. It is. We take over the city.
Yeah.
We really do. Yeah. And we have a multi-million-dollar impact on it between hotels, restaurants, taxis, Ubers, airfare, people going into Midway, O'Hare. It's pretty incredible. It's like a small city moving into a big city for 6 days.
Mm-hmm. So how long in advance do you guys plan IMTS? I mean, I assume you're starting.
It never stops.
When the last one ends, you're starting the next planning session.
Yeah, actually, the month after IMTS is, in a lot of ways, more stressful than the month prior to.
Really?
Because the August-September lead up, it's kind of loose ends. All the big things are in place, but the month after, that's when everybody's jockeying for their booth location for the next show.
Can I get a bigger booth?
What makes us unique is that we wipe that floor plan clean every 2 years. So just because you had that prime spot last year, there's no guarantee of it in the next show. So I don't have the pleasure of experiencing that 3 or 4 week period, but I've heard it can be equally, if not more, stressful. But yeah, like Mike said, it's year round. It doesn't stop. It's a beast.
We actually sealed the deal on a machine at the last IMTS. We're thinking about, it was really my brother, Jonathan, director of manufacturing, who kind of had his eye on a edge prep machine. And so he, made a plan and was like, I'm going to bring tools and they're going to try it. And they did. And we bought it. Our new Anka.
They had the program ready.
PPX.
And when we got there, we gave them the tools. It took them, 20 minutes to set it up and get it ready. And then we got to see it actually work and then get to hold our tools and see how it did and how it performed.
Oh, if that's not proof of the show, I don't know what is. I mean, that's a great story.
Sealed the deal.
Exactly.
Sealed the deal.
You got to see it right there in person.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yep. And then we were one of the first to be able to place dibs on it to order it. So that was really advantageous for us too.
Sure.
Just, the right place at the right time for this machine. And, we love Anka. Anka's incredible partners with SCT, but, we have to do our due diligence, and it was just the perfect meeting of Chicago was the place to be.
Yeah.
IMTS.
And to be able to see it running right in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's huge.
Yep.
Yeah. And we saw dozens of people come up to our booth too, customers who knew us, who saw what we had on our tables and went, oh, I didn't know you made those. That's cool. I need thread mills, but I thought you just did the lathe tools. We're like, no, we do that. We also do port tools. And they're like, oh, interesting. I need that sometimes. So it's good, for us to seek out our suppliers, but also for our customers to come and see what we do and just get to talk, which is great.
Yep.
Yeah, and to access an audience that big. Because, you can have open houses all year round, but you're never going to have 86,000 people at your open house. The math just doesn't math, So, casting a wider net, that's IMTS. And I think our industry is so interesting because so many of the builders in particular that we have as members at AMT not only are producing their machinery and equipment, but they're using it for contracts. And it's always interesting to see who's using their own product. And gosh, if that's not a testimony to the quality, then I don't know what is.
Yeah. So AMT does a lot more than IMTS though too.
Oh, so glad you asked.
I know this because we're an AMT member. So, and I know I don't even leverage everything that I could or probably should with my membership. I like to think we're collaborating and we're getting into the statistical reporting program, which is a really powerful tool. Remind me what it's called.
USMTO, U.S. Machine Tool Orders.
There you go.
We've actually got 3 data reports: machine tool orders, cutting tool, and work holding. So 3 different highly, integrated categories where we're tracking what's being sold where across the U.S., anonymizing it, and then pumping out a monthly report that's available to the public. And then if a company is participating in, say, USMTO, which is to say you are supplying AMT with your monthly sales data, then you not only get that publicly available report, which is good. It has national numbers. It's got, I think, state or regional numbers. But you actually can drill down to the county level. You can get super specific and say how many of this type of machine were sold in that county. And then to complement it, you can actually tap into our research services, something that, again, is available to the public for a fee, but we carve out 52 hours for members every year as part of your dues. And so you can start tapping into those custom research hours to say, okay, well, I know this many machine tools X, Y, and Z were sold in that county. Now I'm going to have these guys do a little research project to tell me what are the job shops in that county, that state, that region, and help further tailor a leads list for you.
What are the industries that are worked on there? What is concentrated in that area? Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, and we see members using the custom research package for more than just lead gen, even though that is a top area, but they'll use it for running their businesses, doing HR salary comparisons, different HR projects, marketing and market reports. It's pretty powerful. It's one of our fastest growing teams internally. All mechanical engineers and PhDs.
Yes.
Wicked smart people.
Super smart. That was my impression too. We did a little bit of, or I've done a little bit, dip my toe into some of the market research part, and like super smart. like, I'm Dr., but you could call me Tim or whatever the guy's name was, like down to earth and super friendly, but really blew me away with their level of proficiency.
Yeah. Oh, they're super smart. They are so sharp. And they just live in this zone. We find that is such an advantage because you can get your research anywhere. But our team exists in the context of manufacturing technology sales. Yeah. So they speak your language. They understand your high-level goals. And in the case of a member who says, I want your help, but I don't really know what my problem statement is, they'll say, okay, well, what is your goal? Like, what are you trying to achieve? And then they'll reverse engineer as they need to get it into their, problem statement, researcher context, and then they just have at it. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's an important thing because sometimes we're so busy as the customer, our business is busy. We don't have time to slow down and really think through, okay, what do I want to research? What do I need to know? What would help my business? But it's nice to be able to contact you guys and go, okay, help me process this. And you do, which is great.
We want to be opening doors, through market intelligence, industry insights, introductions. We visited one member this morning, and then we came to SCT and we said, hey, you should know them, and literally just handed over the business card. Say you should be doing work together, and hopefully you do. Hopefully
I plan to.
That works out.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that was a big part too of IMTS as well, is just the collaboration that you get, where we met people who did cutting tool work, but a little bit different than we are. And to be able to go, oh yeah, we get calls asking for that kind of a tool, but we don't make it.
Sure.
Now we know who does. Give me your business card, and we'll start routing people to you guys when we get those kinds of calls.
Absolutely.
And they send them back our way too, and it's great. Right. It's a collaborative thing. Like, are we competitors? Yeah, to some extent. But also, we're all in the same business. We're all out there to help each other. We all want to make the best tools, the best products for our customers. So
friendly competition, right?
Sure.
It's like rising tides lift all ships. That's the idea.
Yeah,
we're in this manufacturing world here, and we all kind of buoy each other. And you're right, Brian, like you mentioned, and I guess all of us, but we ping off of each other. So oh, I have the cutting tool, but oh, you have the work holding. Oh, you have the tool hold. Oh, you have the machine. Oh, you have the cloud-based, CAMSOT or whatever it is. So we all kind of integrate together to bring that finished product.
Yeah. And like you said, AMT is the facilitator. They allow us to have those kinds of conversations.
Yeah.